Welcome to Bright Horizons with
Deb
and
and Jim. Good
Jim.
morning, everybody. Happy Fantastic Friday. We're back.
Sì, buongiorno a
Oh,
tutti.
yes,
Come stai
indeed.
espagnol?
Buenos dias. Wonderful, wonderful Friday morning, everybody. Hope you're all doing well.
Yes, and today's a special day, you told me.
Today's a real special day. It's my mom's birthday. Happy heavenly
Hap-
birthday, Mom Gloria.
Hi, Happy birthday, Gloria. Buon compleanno.
Yeah, she's amazing.
She
Always
would have been
has been.
85?
She would have been 85 years old
God bless
today.
her, yeah.
She left us way too young.
Yes,
But she's with us every day. So, Mom, thanks for watching over us and happy, happy birthday.
yes,
And happy birthday to all of you out there who have birthdays today and
yes.
throughout the month of September.
And tomorrow is my nephew Chase's confirmation, and I am the sponsor, so
Aw,
I'll
how
be there with him.
exciting! Oh,
And he
congratulations.
selected James as his confirmation name.
Oh, how special
So
is
thank
that?
you,
Well,
thank you, thank you.
James is a very special name because
Yes.
we have James Chiappi,
Saint
who's a very
James.
special man. That St. James is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful name.
So
that's
I'm so
wonderful.
excited tomorrow is going to be the
That's a
big
blessing.
day. Yes.
Beautiful blessing.
I was so honored to be selected, Chase. So thank you so
Oh,
much.
Chase, how sweet
Yes.
of you. Well, you're
When you think
got
of
the
all
best.
all
You
the
got
men
the
that he
best.
could have selected, and he selected me.
Well, why not?
Thank you.
Who wouldn't?
Oh,
When you got James Chiappi, you got it all. And I could speak.
I'm going to
from
have you do my
experience.
next commercial for me.
I could do that very well. There's not enough we can say about Jim. We all love you so much.
Well, the feeling's mutual.
So, our topic today, it's funny because we try so hard to bring you exciting topics and things to think about, but we decided that we were going to discuss
Hunch or intuition?
hunches or intuition. That's interesting, really.
Yes.
And why?
Especially with Halloween coming up.
Ooh, boo.
The spirits.
You know, I have a neighbor down the street. God bless him. He is going all out. You would think
Already?
he's got ghosts hanging from the tree. Like, I mean, he's amazing how
Wow.
he decorates. And I have to stop there, and I gotta drive really slow to see every detail of his work. He's got cobwebs. He's got pumpkins all over. He's done a In fact, what I should do is take a picture.
Is it right on your street where you
Yes,
live?
he's
Wow.
only 4 houses down. So
Oh, does
I'm
he do
going-
it every year?
every year, but this year he went way out. Last year he did, but he's to an extreme, and it's fun to look
Yeah.
at it. It's almost like
And
ooh,
and is it all completed?
just about. He was
Wow.
out there this morning, and I waved to him. I said, "Keep up the great
Boy,
work."
he's about 5 weeks early. So
Yeah,
look
a
at
lot of
people in the
people.
spirit.
That's the one thing I don't. I love. I mean, it's fun.
Yes.
Halloween is a fun time to be who you want to be. Let it all hang out, but I just don't decorate. I don't usually even put a pumpkin out.
Right.
My time is Christmas. That's
But,
my
but,
big.
but I
you know.
noticed the pumpkins are out early this
Yeah,
year.
yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
And I was
pumpkins.
in Home Goods last night, and they
I
had,
love that store, Home Goods.
first time I was ever in it.
Really. What'd you think?
I was impressed with it. I guess they must have promotions constantly because they said their merchandise changes quite rapidly. But it was cute.
Yes,
They had
it's
a
a great
Mickey and a
store.
Minnie Mouse, like a Halloween motif for Mickey Mouse
Aw,
and Minnie Mouse.
you know who loves that? I have a cousin, Barbara. I know she watches the show, and she is a Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse fanatic. I don't know how many she has, but boy, oh boy, she's got a
Wow.
collection. So I'm sure you have the Minnie Mickey. I'm sure she does, because Home Goods,
Yes.
I believe she used to work there too.
Oh,
So,
okay.
but it's a great store.
And speaking of Disney, friends of mine, their whole house is a Disney motif. Roddy
Oh,
and
I
Mark
love
Friedman.
it. I
And
love
by the
it.
way, it was their 25th anniversary this week.
Well,
So happy
happy
anniversary, Roddy and Mark.
anniversary.
And
God
then
bless.
Mark's birthday also. So happy birthday, Mark.
Happy birthday, Mark. Happy birthday and happy anniversary.
Yes.
I love it when there's birthdays and anniversaries to share, you know?
And-
It means we're getting older, but we're getting better.
That's right.
We're growing up.
And my dear
Oh, I
Annanello,
love that.
dear Annanello, her birthday was also on the 13th. So
Happy
buon
birthday,
compleanno,
Anna.
Anna
Yes,
Maria.
and 13, that's a very good number. I love that.
Yes.
It's one of my favorite numbers.
I met a client the other day whose birthday is June 13th, which is St. Anthony's Day.
Uh-huh.
So I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, 13 has always been a very favorite, one of my favorite numbers, but...
Is that a
I
hunch
love-
or is that intuition?
Oh, that's both. That's both. Well, 13 is when I saw the angel in the sky.
Oh,
When
was it on
poet
the
alive. Yes,
13th?
it most certainly was, March 13th.
Wow.
And it happened to be listen to this, March 13th, 2013.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
Is that the one where you're on the news?
Yeah. So 13 is a big,
Everybody,
big number, specific for me.
Deb was on the news, the local news.
Oh yeah, that was so funny because I didn't expect any of that to happen. I mean, I see this cloud in the sky, and all of a sudden, Channel 5's calling me, Channel 12. But it was interesting.
March
It was
13th, 2013. Wow.
That's yeah, 313,
Right.
2013. I mean, come on.
Right.
You tell me 13 is not significant, I'll tell you something different. I love it. Anyway, um, should you trust a hunch? Let's think about that. Should you trust a hunch? My hunch may prove to be right or wrong. Your
Right.
hunch may be right or wrong.
Right.
Your hunch may be right or wrong. But it's certainly not to be trusted for a big bet. Let's put it that way.
Well, what about at the racetrack?
Well, there could be a
Just
significant.
don't spend too much money there, you know.
All
You
right,
get
all
a
right. So
hunch.
maybe, all right. That's okay.
Or highlight.
That's true. All right.
And when you're betting,
It could be trusted if it's. I
that's
don't
a
know.
hunch.
That's a hunch.
Right?
Yeah, that's true.
it's not really based on anything other
True.
than a feeling.
No, I like that, what you just said. I'm going to zip my mouth. Okay.
No, why would you zip your mouth?
Well,
Then we can't have a talk show if you zip your mouth.
well, I was too quick on that one, but I like it if you're betting, you know. If your subconscious is trying to tell you something you don't want to know, trust it.
Yes.
That's a hunch. I've always gone by that. I think, you know,
Now, we all know Deb has psychic abilities.
sometimes, you know, I get premonitions, and I
feelings,
do.
yeah.
Honest to God, I really do. And anyone who knows me very well,
Isn't
Jim,
that intuition?
it's intuition,
Yes.
and it's
Communication with the
communication
spiritual
with
world?
the spiritual world. And if I sense something, there's a reason. And then, by God, I mean it. Somebody will walk right in, the person I was just thinking about, or they'll call me, or I'll dream.
Wow.
And that happened to me just the other day. And I won't go into a long song and dance, but
Well, let me see you sing and dance.
all right. Well, here we go. Anyway, to make a long story short, because I tend to rattle on, but that's okay. A
You
person
thought of
who
someone.
is not in our life, he's passed on,
Oh,
is somebody who I happened to see 3 times last week.
wow.
And I knew it was him, and I'll tell you why.
Is
Because
this when you were dreaming?
no, I was very much alive driving here on the island,
Oh, okay.
and I happened to be I was on my way home.
Right.
And as I was driving, on the left-hand side was a vehicle that he happened to drive when he was with us on
Right.
Earth. And the windows were tinted, but yet I could see him turn and wore the same glasses. It was a little freaky, to be honest with you.
Right, right.
And I thought, oh, wow. And at first I had to stop and look again. Then he zoomed up, and he was on the right side. And as I was trying to catch up just to see, because I felt like I was in my own realm, he zoomed up again, but then he stopped and he looked again. And I
Interesting.
looked at him and I said, my goodness. And I knew right then and there that was intuition. It was an angel was telling me, pay
Right.
attention.
Right.
And I came across a black feather outside. And
What
a
does a
feather
black
to
feather
me,
mean? Yeah.
it means the spirits. It's not bad
Right.
because it's black. It
Right.
means that you have a guardian angel looking after you. And it generally means that you're in good hands, good fortune.
Oh,
It's just, you know, people say, oh, black cat passes you, it's bad luck. No, not necessarily.
right.
The third situation that occurred with the same feeling was when I was at the gas station, which is across the street,
Right.
getting gas last week. And this person who drove a Lexus
Uh-huh.
pulled up in a Lexus, had a cap on, and here I am pumping gas. He says, can I help you with that? I'd be glad to help you with that. And I
Wow.
looked and I said, and then he had a dog in the car. And the dog was just like Shaker.
Mhm.
And he used to take Shaker for rides.
That was
in
very
the car.
kind for him to offer that.
And it was very kind. And I said, no. I said, thank you so much, though. But that was a sign letting me know that, because he was on my mind,
Right.
you know, and it was letting me know that
Everything's okay.
everything's okay. I'm here. I'm watching over you. And
I wish
all
I
I
could.
could
I
say
wish
is
I
that
could be more psychic like that. I don't have interaction with spirits, but it's so interesting the people that do.
I dreamt of you the other night, too.
Oh, did you?
I did. And now
How
I
many
know
days ago?
that was actually 4 days ago, and I know that to be a fact.
Was that before I told you the news of the good news
Yes,
that I received?
yes,
Oh,
I
okay.
dreamt of
So
you.
you were concerned about me.
And I was very, very concerned. I've been praying for you, and I just, and in the dream, it was so strange. You, I know you don't smoke, but you were smoking.
I was smoking.
You were smoking.
Oh.
But you know what that meant? Stress.
Yes, I was
That's
going to
what
say.
that meant, stress.
I was going to say it probably meant
Because
something
in the
like that.
dream, I know you don't smoke. But you know, it goes to show you. And I got up and I couldn't go back to bed. And when I went back to bed, you were smiling.
Oh, interesting.
And I said it's going to be okay.
Yes.
And then it was exactly 4 days because it was Friday. It was Tuesday. No, I'm sorry, Monday, Tuesday. Yeah.
And then I called you shortly thereafter and told you
I
that,
wrote
that I
to
received
myself,
good
I
news.
knew it was going to be okay. I
Yes.
knew it all along.
Right,
And I told you.
right.
So I am happy for you.
Thank
and,
you.
you know, your purest intuitions are always right. But,
Yes.
you know, there's tinged by your own thoughts and all that other stuff. You know, hey, emotions may only be partially correct.
But I admire you that you have this intuition and this communication with the spiritual world.
It's a good thing, and sometimes it I will be honest, it can be a little intense.
Right.
It could be
Right. Right.
experiences and that identify when they're
Well, it
more
could be
likely
very
to be
emotional.
right,
Yeah.
emotional
Yeah.
and more likely to be right.
Right.
And when they are, they are, and I go with it. And I just if I feel something not bad, but if I feel something not right, I'll get on the phone immediately and I will call the individual.
That's
How
good.
are you? I want to hear from you, text you,
Right.
and I'll continue to do so until I hear from you because I
Right.
want to make sure that a prayer goes out to that person.
Right.
And it's a blanket of love.
Well, God bless you for
You know,
doing that. Yes.
That I believe in that. I really do with
I'm
all
sure
my
that's
heart.
appreciated by the recipients.
Oh, let me tell you something. We all need prayers and we all need guidance and we need protection. So
Yes.
we thank God, but we also thank those that can do. We thank those that could help us all along the way.
And by the way, fall is now
Autumn was
September
yesterday,
22nd.
right?
Yes, September 22nd. So that's why I'm wearing this tie
I
that has sort
know,
of
and we're wearing dark
fall
colors. I love that whole attire.
Thank you.
You
Even
should
though we're in
stand up
Florida.
and show how handsome you
Even
look.
though we're in
Stand
Florida.
up. Look at him with his chain.
Thank
He
you.
always looks just
Thank you.
perfecto.
And I have this
What?
medal on there that says blessed.
Blessed. Yeah, I love that.
Yes, I love that. Ann and Ella had given that to me. So I always feel blessed when I'm wearing my blessed.
Well, you are blessed.
It's
You are
just beautiful.
definitely blessed.
Yes, I am. I've always been. I've always felt
Mhm.
that way.
Yeah, and I have too, and that's what makes it so special. So, you know, when you have an off day, when you're down and out for whatever reason it may be, always count your blessings because
Yes.
there's more blessings than there are
Definitely.
anything
Yeah,
else.
because
I
we
mean,
always
really.
have some challenges in life,
Right.
but
you
they
know?
pass, and then
Right.
you learn from them generally.
Yeah.
It's a learning experience.
Right.
Well, you got that one long Jaja curl.
Oh, I do.
I
Oh,
see it in the there.
my girls. What
One's
can I
longer
say?
than the other.
It's like a
You can see it on the
frou-frou.
screen there. Don't we all love that Jaja curls?
Aw. It's fun, you know. It's just like the girl, Cyndi Lauper. She sings the
Yes,
song "Girls Just
wanna
Want to
have fun."
and it's a fun thing when you want to put your makeup on and fix yourself up and put the hair do, the do.
The do.
I call it the Deb do, the
do.
Deb do.
The Deb do.
You'll see me wear it down once in a great while. I was kind of hesitating if I should cut it, but I wear it up enough to where I don't need to cut it, and I prefer it being long anyway. So.
Come up with a song. The Deb do, the do.
Oh, we could do that. Yeah. The Deb do. You gotta let your do be do and
I do
your
have to
do be
apologize.
do.
I haven't been able to work on our song. We are composing a song,
We are.
but with the stress that I was under recently,
I
wasn't
know.
able to devote time to it. But we will, and you will really enjoy it because it's a beautiful
The
song.
time is now.
Deb created the first verses.
And Jim is
and
going to
now-
complete. Well, we'll do it together, but
Yes.
it's
It's
going
a joint
to be,
effort.
Right. Absolutely.
We both love music, so
Oh,
it's
are
a
you
part of
kidding
our
me?
lives.
I can't go with that. My Pandora wasn't working in the car, and I was getting very upset.
You're fortunate you could always sing.
I know. I'll have to sing to
Deb,
myself.
Deb's
I
got
mean-
that beautiful voice.
Aw, thanks, Jim. Oh, you know, that's what I want to do, too. I want to have a karaoke. Well, karaoke singing. But, you know, we should do like, Legends Radio. They have it.
Yes.
What is it? The restaurant in Palm Beach Gardens? What is it? The
Well-
Italian restaurant?
Carmine's.
Carmine's.
Yeah.
But
They-
we should get everybody together, like here at the company, too, and just have like an office singing
Karaoke.
party.
Well, there are a
whatever.
lot of fun-loving people that work in this company.
That's
so
right. Yeah, I
I'm
think we
sure
should
they'd
put
be
that together.
participating.
Let's think about that. That's a good. Yeah, let's do that. You know, your insights and intuitions are as I don't know, as positively sought out by any one of us. So your feelings, feeling in your bones, your, you
Well,
know.
intuition can prevent something from happening that could be hurtful for you.
That's right. And you know what? Another interesting thing, Jim, is the fact that, you know, when you're held up, let's say, in traffic, or use that as an example, or
I
you're
was worried
held
when
up.
you said held up. I wasn't sure if you
Oh,
meant gunpoint.
oh God
Hopefully, you
forbid!
never held
No,
up.
no, 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 dear God! I think I would just pass out from fright on that one. Oy, please, and no one. But you know, when you're held up in traffic, okay, let
Yes.
me rephrase that. Um, you know, you think to yourself, oh gosh, come on, let's go. That the other day I had the train. I'm like, oh boy, here we go. But thank God I have patience. And all of a sudden I said to myself, you know, Deb, there's a reason.
Yes.
There's a reason why you are hold in this
In that,
position
in that,
right now.
where you
All
are at
right,
that
so you may
particular
be
time.
running a few minutes late, but you'll
Maybe
be
it's making
safe.
you stop down and just uh,
Right.
be present, and then think about something that should be processed in your mind.
Exactly. Exactly. So when we are tied up and we are in a rush, and then you see the other people who speed right behind you, pss, 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 all over the place without blinkers. I mean, you know, don't do that. Have some respect. I mean, God, those accidents can happen like that.
Yes.
And, you know, that's not a good thing. You know, some of the signs, it's funny, I was looking into some of the signs that intuitives, you don't know when you think about it, you pick up on everyone's emotions.
No, I am empathetic. I can pick up. I know you do very well,
I know
but
you.
I do
That's
too.
very true about
I'm
you.
very aware of people's emotions.
Very much so. Always had you're very caring and
Yeah.
very empathetic. My goodness gracious, you've said a mouthful on that
Yeah.
because true. And you have vivid dreams,
Now
like I
that's
just
true.
told you.
I have vivid dreams.
Hmm.
That's interesting.
Vivid dreams. You're very. Your thoughts drop into your mind from nowhere. That's what happens.
Right.
You know. These are the signs that I have always gone by in my life, and psychics can hunt you down too. You know.
Yes.
I was asked actually a couple of times, but I don't want to do that because it's a special feeling, it's a special gift that I don't take for granted, and I don't want to over utilize something that is a gift
Right.
that not everybody takes seriously,
Right.
if that makes sense. You know, you're prone to suffer from chronic illnesses that doctors can't cure, so you think, oh, let me go and psych myself out of it or into whatever. There's so many different ways, and you know, we all have that ability. It's just more stronger than, you know,
Right.
and it has a lot to do with your mental state of mind too. If you feel well, if you're not feeling well,
Right.
that has a lot. You'd be surprised if you don't sleep properly. You're not getting proper sleep, proper nutrition. A lot of that has to do with that. Um, you know, if you pick up on everyone's emotions, you're highly sensitive.
Yes.
You are highly sensitive, and to what others
That's
are feeling.
important because some people sometimes need that reassurance or that uh, contact that you're in touch with their emotions.
Absolutely, absolutely. You know, and you
'Cause
may not know how to protect yourself from the energies of other people, but it may cause you to become withdrawn or reclusive, even though you like people. You know, it's staying in tune.
Right.
Staying in tune
Right.
is very, very healthy and important to do. Not always easy. And your vivid dreams. What was your last vivid dream that you could think of?
That's a hard one to
Yeah,
actually
this is.
mention because I remember
You were
them.
smoking.
It wouldn't be funny if I dreamt I was smoking.
Oh, Lord. Oh boy, that's all you have to tell me.
I'll
Okay.
tell you. I'll tell you. Smoking, where I work, there are three gentlemen who go down and smoke in the parking lot every
Doesn't
day.
it smell horrible?
When they walk by you, there's a whole aura of smoke.
Yes.
But I've said to each one of them, why are you doing this? Because I really would like to help them. My father died from lung cancer, and it's the worst death you could have.
My mother did as well.
And some people say who smoke, well, you got to die from something.
Well,
Which
yeah.
but the death is horrible. I mean, okay, if you die, you'd like a quick death, but the lung cancer just drawn out usually
It's
over
just,
months,
it's
and
awful,
it
awful.
takes a toll on your body, or emphysema, or so many other
My
things.
father had that. Yeah, chronic lung conditions constantly.
So
Constantly.
I was at a at the Wick Theater uh, the week before last. Oh, by the way, they opened a new museum club where it's a club atmosphere, and then they have costumes from different Broadway shows.
Oh, beautiful.
And then they have singers there who perform. You can have dinner. It's beautiful. It's a whole
A
new
nice dinner
part of the
show.
venue.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Sitting at a table, and the woman next to me is a psychologist who's a hypnotherapist. And right
Oh.
away I thought, they stop people from smoking. So I said to her, do you offer that? Do you offer that hypnosis to stop people from smoking? She said yes, but they have to want to stop, which is
something,
really
Jim?
the thing to remember.
And
Yes.
let me tell you, I stopped over 11 years ago.
You did? I don't even remember that you smoked.
I was a smoker, yes. I
Wow.
smoked Marlboro Lights. Shame
Okay.
on me. But you know what I did? And this is, I mean, the God's honest truth. Here I lost my mother to lung cancer. And I remember, and this is exactly what took place, and God is so good. I was out on my lanai. I was having a glass of wine, and I had 2 cigarettes left in my pack. Marlboro Lights, okay? And I said, you know, Deb, this is time. You've got to quit. Enough is
Your
enough.
mother had passed already?
Oh,
then?
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And I said to myself, that's it. You can't do this anymore. God, please give me the
Yeah,
know-how, how to
right.
quit. I said, okay, I'm going to have this cigarette, and tomorrow morning with my cup of coffee, I will have my last cigarette, my last 2. From that moment on,
You
I
stopped?
promise you I stopped. I didn't need a
Wow.
patch.
Wow.
I went cold turkey. Greg, my husband, was in a state of shock. I think everyone who knew me was in a state of shock. But I did it.
God
And you
bless
know
you.
what?
That's terrific.
I think it is the most, and I'm one of these reformed smokers. Ugh, I want to throw up when I think of it. It's so gaggy. Ugh.
Yeah.
And, but nobody smelt it on me. I mean, but I was so aware.
Right.
I don't know why, but I wasn't, I was a smoker, like with my coffee, if I drank wine, but I was a smoker.
But when
and
you were
Greg never
working,
smoked.
would you take breaks to
No.
smoke? See,
Isn't
okay.
that funny?
That's
I wouldn't
interesting.
do that.
That's interesting.
And I don't, it was a nervous
Because I was going to
habit.
say, I never knew you smoked.
Oh,
Now, I've known
God.
you longer than 11
But I
years.
thought that you were smoking.
That's funny.
Oh my God. But you know, it's been way over. Now, actually, it's all right. Well, let me rephrase. 2006,
More than 11.
7, 8, 2009, I quit.
Okay, so that's 13 years.
Yeah. So, excuse me. That,
Brava, brava, brava.
13.
Yeah,
That
13.
never again. That
Brava,
never
brava,
again.
brava. Great for you.
No, but anyway, that's true
But I
story.
thought it was so
Pray to
interesting.
God. Yeah.
This hypnotist,
Yeah.
the psychologist said, I can do that, but they have to want to stop smoking.
So right. That's why I brought
So-
up my story. You have to want to do it in your heart.
I've said to these
End of
gentlemen
story.
who smoke at my office, you know, I discuss smoking, and then I say, have you ever tried hypnotherapy? And most of them, they're not at that stage where they want to do it yet. They say,
Right.
I'm not ready. So I understand there could have pressures
Right,
or
right,
stress in their
right.
life, and,
Yeah, and-
that helps them.
And being a smoker, it's hard for me to say, "Oh, don't do that,"
Right.
you know, because who am I to say? I used to smoke,
Right.
but it is quite disgusting. But you know what I find funny today is that it looks ridiculous.
That's true when you think of the act.
I mean, really, what is this all about? Now listen to this. And you know what's like? I psyched myself out. I said to myself, Deb, picture yourself in a room filled with smoke. Would you stand there and go like this, or would you run out real quick?
And you said you'd run out.
I'd
Yeah.
run right out as quickly as I could. And it's the same thing as doing this. You're putting
Right.
smoke in your lungs.
Right.
You're not going to stand in a room filled with smoke.
Right.
You're going to run out.
Good point.
There you go.
I'm proud of you. That's terrific. Wow.
I
That's very hard
hand
to
to
do.
God. I
So-
am so blessed for that. And you know, my mother knew I wanted to quit. I don't know why.
Right.
Don't forget back in the day, I Love Lucy, the billboards, Marlboro Country.
Everybody's
smoking. You know, it was a thing to do. But you know, it doesn't mean that I had to pick up and smoke. So that's my story.
Did
and
it?
that's
Did
it.
your parents smoke?
Both of my parents.
Okay.
Yes, they
see,
did. Yeah.
See,
so I
when you're
grew up with
around
that,
that,
yeah, I
when you're
did.
around that atmosphere.
And my younger sister Holly doesn't smoke. David doesn't.
Good.
Lisa, I'm trying to get her to stop. But,
Good.
and she's
Lisa will help you stop smoking. You
Yeah.
want to talk to the hypnotherapist? I'll put you in touch with her.
I just, but all right, you made a comment. We all have to die from something, but hopefully it's not. I mean, my poor mother wasn't sick a day in her life
Right.
outside of the regular common cold.
Right.
And then all of a sudden she ended up with lung cancer. Well,
Well,
you know what?
some smokers say that. I don't say that you have to
Oh,
die
no,
from
no,
something.
I know.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
just
right,
saying. You
right,
don't say that, but some
right,
smokers say
right.
it. But it really is. I mean,
Yeah.
it only makes it worse. Let's put it that way. Don't do
You,
don't
you
do
wonder
it.
how that started. I guess the Indians might have smoked
Yeah.
years and years and
But
years
now
ago.
I kid you, and plus the expense factor. Woof.
Yes.
How expensive, my word.
I,
When
I
I
wonder
was
what a pack
smoking,
is now.
oh
Have
my
you seen
God, I
it?
think it's like close to $8.
Wow.
I mean, it's tough enough out there, let alone get it. Who? I don't know. Whatever. It's just a try to stop if you can, and God bless you, and I hope you can
You
if
know,
you really
when I
want
have
to.
dreams, I usually dream about things related to work. That's interesting.
That's
So,
because you're a
yeah,
workaholic.
yeah. And if some
I
things.
don't know how you do it sometimes. Honest to God, Jim's all over the place. You're an attorney. You're a charity for this, a charity for that. He's traveling here. He's a Juris Doctor. I mean, it's like, where's Jim today? But it's amazing. I give you so much credit because you're just,
Thank you.
you prioritize yourself beautifully and you make time for everybody, which is so special. And that's very hard to do.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
It's true. It's
And
very true.
same back to you. I mean,
It's very true.
I admire you and how you've helped so many people. God bless
Thank
you.
you. Yeah, dreams are just an amazing thing. And then, um, like the other night, after I tried to refuse smoking, I couldn't go back to bed. I'm like, Jim doesn't smoke. But I think it was you were smoking like you were upset.
Stress. It was stress.
And
Yeah.
your hair was kind of like all over the place. And that's not you either. I'm like, something's up, but it's going to be okay. Because, oh my God, I went back to sleep. That's how I knew it was going to be okay.
Right.
You know?
And it was. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? And there are 4 types of intuition too. There's clairvoyance.
Oh.
Think about that,
Ooh. Yes.
We all know what they are. But, take some time and test yourself. Seriously. Think of something, meditate in a quiet room and see what you can do. And you'd be amazed.
Interesting.
You'd be amazed. But it has to be a quiet room.
You might be a coach. You have to be a
You
coach.
could be a coach.
A meditation coach.
If you're clairvoyant, you'll hear sounds or voices, which I have, and I smell a lot. I do smell.
Interesting.
Like
All of
with
your
my mom,
senses. All of your senses.
senses. You smell.
You
I
smell
can-
her perfume or?
My mother's perfume, absolutely.
Interesting.
And you may not see it, but it's there. It's a scent. You smell it. You feel it. You'll just know the things you shouldn't know, which can make the hardest decisions in your heart because you're saying to yourself, okay, what are they trying to say? What are they trying to do? What does this mean? What does that mean? But these thoughts don't feel like, they're wrong. You have
Right.
to go with them.
Right.
But you have to put them in the right priority and perspective. Otherwise, you can get a little crazy with it too. So, oh yeah, that's life, as Frank Sinatra says. That's what they say. One day you're up and the next day you're doing a do. Okay, I'm getting silly now.
I did speak with a psychic recently. I never really thought about psychics.
I know, when you told me, I
At
was
my
amazed.
age, imagine that I've actually
Oh,
spoken
come
to a
on, what
psychic.
age? Just please. Still a baby.
But a friend suggested that I should do it, and actually it was a wonderful experience.
You felt good?
Yes.
Oh, yes,
And
absolutely.
the things that were said were so uncanny. I mean,
Mhm.
communication from my mother and father was beautiful.
And you wonder,
Yes.
yeah, and you just know it in your heart. You didn't say a word to them, they just said it.
That's right.
I've been to several psychics years ago. I stopped for other reasons because I developed a strong sense.
Right.
But the things that they genuinely come up with, my goodness gracious.
Oh,
I mean, there's just, I have actual audio tapes that I've saved
yes,
throughout
I
the
do
years.
too. Yes.
And spot on. I was told I was going to meet an attorney in my life, someone that was going to be very important to me
Wow.
and very special in my life, and that was years ago.
Wow. And look who popped into your life.
That's right. And there's a lot of things I can go on and on about, but it's just,
When was the first time you spoke with a psychic?
oh my goodness
How old
gracious.
were you,
Way
say you were?
before Greg and I, let me see, I was about
In your 20s?
22.
Wow.
22. No, yeah.
And who suggested that you do
Mickey
that?
Dane, actually. Jill Dane.
She's well known. Yes.
She's passed on, unfortunately. She was wonderful. She was also on the Johnny Carson show.
Didn't she live in Florida?
She's
Yeah.
Hollywood, Florida.
Yeah, right, right.
And her daughter is lovely,
Jill.
Jill.
Yeah.
And she's on Facebook, and I love all of her
So Mickey Dane was the
affirmations.
first one you spoke
Mickey
with?
Dane was the very first psychic I ever went
In person?
to. In person. I went to her home. What happened was it was me, my sister Lisa, and my mom. And I think Holly was with us too.
You mean you all spoke to the psychic?
No,
Oh,
we went together, and
right.
nobody wanted to talk to her. I was the only one that had, I guess they felt unsure,
Right,
uncomfortable. So
right.
I did the speaking on behalf of all four of
But
us.
you were all present together?
We were present together.
Wow.
They waited in the car. It's crazy, call it crazy, but this is what we did. So
Right.
it was like an hour and a half. She was spot on. I'll tell you what, the thing she came out with, and I was in her home, a beautiful, beautiful lady inside and out.
But your family was
Gorgeous.
not in the house. They were in
No,
the car.
in the
Oh,
car
okay.
waiting, and
Okay.
that's what they chose to do.
Okay.
We all split the money. We said, okay, one person's going to talk, Deb,
Right.
because me and my mouth. They know Deb will
You
get
were the
it.
family representative.
I guess. But and prior, before going to her in person, how I really found out about Mickey Dane was through a radio station, because she was strictly on the radio.
Yes, yes, I remember her.
And I remember sitting there thinking, she's so spot on telling people things over the radio,
Right.
not even knowing. And she gave me the chills. And then I finally got through to her on the radio. And the things she told me on the radio gave me chills. I said, I've got to meet this woman.
The psych.
And then my mother, and then Lisa. So we
Beautiful,
went,
yeah.
and it was like, I think at the time, oh my goodness, maybe $150, whatever it was. But she
Yeah.
was spot on. And she said things that were incredible, and told me that I was a good witch.
Well,
She did say that, because it just so happened that the day I was born, how she knew this, I don't know. She put the planets together, and she said, somebody died the day you were born. I was born February 26th, 9:30 a.m. in the morning. And that particular time, my mother's grandmother, her name was Mamu, she passed away on the operating table
that day.
that day at
Wow.
9:30, and I just got the chills again. But she says, she was too good. She wasn't ready to go.
Right.
She says, and she just came into, she says, and it's a good thing. She says, but also keep your prayers, and don't always keep the other in
Right.
you. Try to balance it out.
Right.
She's just, what a wonderful, wonderful human being.
And,
So,
and with COVID, some of the psychics will give you a telephone reading or Zoom.
oh yeah,
It's interesting.
yeah.
Yeah. Mine was a Zoom
Zoom.
reading,
Yeah.
which was nice because I had the feedback in person, but even though I
I
wasn't
like
in
that.
person.
Yeah. So but it gives you comfort, and then maybe you're out there saying, "Oh, that's hogwash," whatever you want to think. That's entirely your prerogative.
Right.
But I'm certainly a believer in it, and I know now you are. And it's
Well-
there's nothing wrong with how you feel if you don't
Well,
believe
the
it. but-
communication was just, just for instance, one thing. I have a photograph of my mother and my father near my bed.
Aw, that's
It's a
nice.
set. They're individual photos. My father during World War II,
Oh,
handsome
wow.
with his military
I've
Navy.
seen a picture of your father. You
yeah.
shared it on Facebook.
So the psychic
Beautiful.
said to me that your parents want you to know that they appreciate you having the photos next to
Aw.
your bed
See that?
and saying goodnight to them each night before you go to
Oh,
bed.
I'm gonna cry.
So how would the psychic know that I had photographs
There's
of my
no
parents
see
near my bed?
Exactly.
It was really interesting.
Oh my God, that is so beautiful. That's so touching. I love that. You get messages from all around. Do you ever feel like an object of your altar is talking to you? When I say your
Yes.
altar, like your altar is all over.
Right.
It's not just your church altar. Your altar is here. Your
Right.
altar is there. Your altar's all over the place. And when you're tuned in, you don't know it, everything will try to get through to you. That's another thing. Everything will try to get through to you when you're tuned in and don't know it. Very interesting.
Robin, who works with me, she's
love
also
Robin.
has psychic abilities. She's tuned into spirits too.
Yes.
So it's
I feel like I've
interesting.
known her. Robin, I feel like
Yes.
I've known you forever.
Yes.
I met her one time, but we've talked plenty of times
Yes.
throughout the years. She's a doll. Very, very pretty girl,
The
too.
feeling's mutual. She loves you too.
Yes, inside and out. She's a beautiful
Yeah.
person. She thinks the world of you, and you're very lucky
And
to have her,
vice-
and she's very
yes.
lucky to have you.
It's a It's a mutual
Yes,
blessing.
both
yes.
of you. Well, I'll tell you what, we can go on and on and on, but
Maybe we'll do a whole show about psychics.
that would be interesting.
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
The ability to understand it always
Right.
helps. It doesn't hurt.
Right.
It helps. It
Right.
most certainly does.
Well, I'm a confirmed believer that your spirit, lives on. It doesn't just end when you die. Unfortunately,
Amen.
some people believe
Yes, no,
don't believe
I'm
that.
with you, Jim.
But how could all of this that we have and all our thoughts and everything
I'm
end?
definitely with you.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. There's no doubt about that.
Now,
Because
our
this
dear
is-
friend Marie
Marie
Pinchwit.
Where
We love you,
would
Marie.
we be without...
I always love her artwork.
Oh, wait a second. We have a song. Where would we be without Marie?
Marie, Where would we be
without Marie? You see it? Here we go, another song.
Out of my mind and into your heart.
Yay. I always
Well,
look forward to this.
Marie doesn't have any essays about intuition, so I just wanted to pick the prologue at the end of the book. It was just interesting what she had to say, so I'd like to read this. My views on life and living have changed little over the years. People and things constantly change as we grow, but our core beliefs seldom do. I was in love with learning, creativity, nature, and all of its mysteries, and have remained so all my life. Yes, I may be out of my mind. That's the book, Out of My Mind.
Oh, Marie, you're great. You're
But
great.
this book is my way of sharing with others a bit of that living and learning. I hope my perhaps effusive use of words will touch hearts, lighten burdens, encourage deeper thinking.
Beautiful.
Heartfelt thanks to all who have read my previous books and encouraged me to publish these essays. We love your
Oh.
wisdom, Marie. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank
And
you,
she
thank you.
writes every week. Is it once a month for the column? Isn't
Yes.
it? Yes.
Yes.
The PJ News that you write in
Yes,
as well.
but you do touch hearts and you lighten burdens
She
and you
most
encourage
certainly
deeper
does.
thinking. So your goals have been accomplished, Marie. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
We love you and we
Yes.
thank you. The best feeling of happiness is when you're happy because you make us happy.
Yes.
We love being with you. And we hope that today brings you all the happiness that you deserve, all the blessings you deserve. And always remember,
What a difference a day
always.
makes.
and with that being said,
Whoop, there's the tambourine.
what a difference a day makes.
24 little hours brought the sun and the flowers where there used to be rain. What a difference a day makes. And the difference is you and you and you and you.
and you. We love you all. Happy Friday. Be blessed. And we look forward to seeing you again next week.
We are blessed that you join us each week, and we thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We do appreciate you.
Take care, everyone.
Thank you for sharing our video.